Good afternoon, YouTube. Trailer has been shaken down. I even know kind of the cause and effect why my refrigerator wasn't working on natural gas. But none of that really matters. We're here to see if everybody lived for 24 hours without me. I bet they did. But before we do that, I have to show you something that happened yesterday. This little comet here with the turquoise cape on is one of the smartest hens I have. And she's also the favorite of both the boys. Now my wife made the one on that barred rock just about to go under there. She doesn't have a name on hers, but this one here actually has a Disney princess on it. So that chicken's name is now Jasmine. But I have to tell you, I tried to catch her and tried to catch her and tried to catch her, and big guy here will literally try to kill me when I try to touch her. But when I was getting ready to go, I came out to collect their eggs, and who was on the nest box waiting to lay? But that chicken. Scooped her up, she let out a squawk. I took her up, gave her the little cape. Hopefully that will let her heal. You can even see on her wings right there that she is missing feathers. Her back is bare. Of course, there are a couple more chickens in here that aren't molting but need that. But I have to catch them one at a time. Anyway, let's get off to the chicks. All right, let's check on the turkeys first. Have the appropriate number of turkeys. 3 white ones, 3 black ones. They are out of water. That's no good. And it looks like I can get it to focus on it. They've done a good job on their feeder. It's not empty, so that's positive. Now the meat birds, or the Franken chickens, I fully expect their feeders to be empty. But they're not looking overly frantic at the moment. And there's still a few tufts of grass left, so they're good. All right, I will bring you back when it's time to disc the garden. The chickens, even though they had such a calm demeanor when I made that little clip of them, put just the tiniest fraction of food into one of the trays to keep them focused and moving. Oh my word, they were hungry. So I gave them a serving. I'm going to do some disking, and then I'll have to go feed them again to let them feel like, yeah, they're caught up with whatever their goal was. But there's an interesting little tidbit about my particular tractor. I don't know how many others there are, but some have this and some don't. But the 3-point hitch, which is the controls in the back of the tractor, only will lift. They don't push down. So it's this 2 prongs here, 2 prongs here, a prong here to keep things flat, but it lifts and keeps the implement level, but it will not push the implement down. So the disc harrow that I have attached there is very heavy. But the first time I used it, I just used it on my yard, it would only penetrate like 4 inches, and I'd have to drive over it 8 or 12 times to get it to get down 4 inches, which is why I got the plow, so I could turn over 10 inches of soil to loosen it up. It throws up huge dirt clogs and rocks and roots and whatever. The disc harrow is going to cut through all that and smooth it out, kind of like rototillering. It might leave some chunks bigger than a rototiller would, but on a large scale, yeah, this is the way to do it. But the reason that I had to loosen up the soil this way is so that the disc harrow could actually break it down and make it workable soil so that I can turn it into bed rows and all that. So you guys are here. I'm going to leave the camera on for a little bit. We'll speed the crud out of it. I won't make you watch the whole thing, and then we'll chat about it later. Let's take a look at what it's doing. At first, it was barely doing anything because all the discs were in a line like you saw in the shop. I'll adjust it right now to show you. Okay, so here the bar holding up the discs is going straight across and the discs are lined up. Now I can do that same thing with the front, and that's what I call patsy mode. Just basically runs along, it breaks up any dirt clods. Somebody in the studio audience, tell me why you would run it this way. And I store it this way because it's easier to move. But you can see that the forward discs are this way, pointing into the middle. And these guys, when I adjust them forward, I have to put a hand on each side to push it forward. Otherwise, it's really hard to push. But as you can see, now the front disc is pointing this way and the back disc is pointing this way. And when it does that, it really rips into the soil. And you can see you can put 3 different degrees of aggressiveness on this particular disc harrow. So let's look at the difference. As you can see here, the ground has little dirt clods, not too big. But we'll run right here. You can really get an idea. This dirt clod right here, it's way bigger than my hand, was just right here. And it's breaking them up. I'm going to end up going over this line. You can see the difference. Not done, done, not done. That's only 2 passes down this, if I remember correctly. I'm going to do like 4, and then everything will be broke up beautifully, and I'll go this way and that, and get this all nice and flattened out, and then I'll bring you back. I know what you were thinking. He'll never get all the dirt clogs out of that with a disc harrow. What a dummy. Well, I did. Yep, and the final run was all horizontal. Tomorrow, it's a lot of shovel work and a BCS. So I'm going to till in 1 inch of compost. I'm going to put 18 inches of walkway on top of that pile, and then I'm going to till that in with some more compost. Anyway, think homesteading thoughts. I'll see you all tomorrow.